My name is Ogar, the Barbarian King. I am the king of all barbarian kings. I enjoy drinking water. If you have water, I would prefer it if you would share that water with me. Because then it too would be my water. As a small child, I was a barbarian. I then grew up as an adolescent barbarian. And became the barbarian you see today. I am very proud of my barbarian heritage. I was murdered by a demon, who was an asshole, but we agree on several social-political issues, regarding coal miners. I don't like him though, because he killed me. Like a loose asshole. But I was brought back to life, but an arousing witch, who was very sexy. But before I show you that, I must reveal how my fiancée, Lasara, a beautiful barbarian whore, discovered my death, and alerted an elf lord, named Gorlov, of my death. Because I was dead. How are you doing, Lasara?
I am fine, Gorlov, but I cannot find Ogar anywhere. He has been missing for days.
And you haven't seen him anywhere?
No. I've searched half of Trimark, looking for him. What should I do?
There is no reason to panic. He was probably murdered. In fact, he was probably strangled to death, and raped, and then left to rot somewhere, full of cockroaches, and small rodents, who will slowly gnaw on his skin, and rip the dying flesh off of his malnourished bones, and devour his internal organs, until all that is left of him is a decomposing skeleton that will be gnawed on for decades by carnivorous birds, who will suffocate or shit blood trying to eat that much fossilized calcium.
Oh my Xenus, I am scared, Gorlov. Whatever will I do?
There is nothing you can do. He is dead, and now you have no one to have sex with, except his corpse, which you can only hump, what is left of his decaying body. I will try to find him, and recover his phalanges, so that you can finger your clitoris, to his memory. Xenu thrust his soul.
Are you sure he is dead?
You better believe it, bitch. That barbarian loose cunt is dead as a fucking doornail. Like when you go to a hardware store, because your door has come loose, because you came home from work, and your wife was screaming at you, and while you were beating her son, with a 2x4, because the crying bitch boy got sent to the principal's office again, and got a D on his math test, like a queer fucking bitch, who just told you he was gay, looking for hard, dry, gay cock. And so you're beating your gay son, while you're yelling at your ungrateful wife, to just shut the fuck up, because you've already heard a ton of shit from your boss that day, and then that bitch pulls out a steak knife, and you throw your bloody son down a nearby staircase, and then rip the door out, and block the bitch's steak knife, that you bought with your money, with the goddamn door, and it rips off the fucking latches. And so you're at the hardware store, with your bloodstained t-shirt, and your bruised bitch son, the scared queer, and so you start looking for a doornail, and you find one, and it's overpriced, and you buy it, and drill it into your door, and it's obviously dead. Well, that's your fiancé, in a nutshell, dead as fuck. After comforting my fiancée, Lasara, with his words of wisdom, Gorlov had a brilliant idea. He decided to summon a sexy witch, and bring me back to life, the clever elf lord. What's up, shaggy-looking witch? It's your elf lord, Gorlov.
Why have you summoned me, Gorlov?
I need a favor, like you need a big black dick, and this favor is equally hard, and pleasing.
For an elf lord, you are quite well versed. Speak your request.
A barbarian king, named Ogar, is dead. I need you to bring him back to life.
I feel you, and I will grant your wish, elf lord, Gorlov.
After a long and hard negotiation, with the sexy witch, Gorlov cut a deal with Bardog, and brought me back to life, because as you know I was dead, and I would have stayed dead, because I died, and was not brought back to life, until Gorlov convinced Bardog to bring me back. Thank you for bringing me back to life, you sexy bitch, witch. I am grateful for being brought back.
Beseech thy humble tone, for thy deserveth a happy and fulfilled life, brave barbarian king. For thou hast done no wrong, and thy will be returned to an angelic happiness. overflowing with gifts abundant.
Thy frivolous hair, floweth ever longer, begot no ill-fouled design, for thy is divine in heart, true nature of an Adonis, cup runneth over with the juices, of a tender mother's fair loins. Farewell thee old witch, for thy shall forever seek solace, in thy heart guarded eternal.
May truth erupt in the canal of your hard cock.
Gracious thanks, beautiful bardog, may the rays of sunshine, drizzle calmly, upon your fair head, drowning your sorrows, and bringing rise to joyous flowers, puncturing an atmosphere divine. Beware no dangers, for thou is blessed, and will be rewarded highly by Zenith himself. I parted ways with Bardog the witch, I exchanged a parting glance, and soaked in the image of those creamy chunky ass cheeks. I hoped she would love me, like a fish tank loves its fish, like a taco loves its meat, like a gay boy loves his golden retriever, like a witch loves a barbarian being inside of her. Hammering his cold sweaty dick, straight into her luscious cooch loins, dried up from years of desert sun. Waiting to be filled by a barbarian meat wang, soaking with smegma. But she left me, only to feel the sweet joy of my underwhelming beautiful barbarian whore, fiancé, who lost sight of me, in a fucking desert, the cunt. But despite her losing me, I had not lost her, and so she hadn't lost me, because I was still there, and was waiting, and I didn't lose her, because she later knew where I was, and we were reunited, because I came back to her, because I was rejected by Bardog, the sexy witch, and so we were together.
Ogar, I am so happy to see you again. I thought you were dead.
I was dead. I was strangled to death by a demon, who was a total asshole, but had intelligent political opinions, and who was a fashion designer. He killed me, like a loose bitch, but I have to admit, the playa was ace as fuck, not as a murderer, or even as a person, or as a philosopher, but he was a fashion guru, and I think he liked water. He might even drink water. He was pretty much a god. Except he was a demon, and he gets lots of pussy. I bet his pussy was socks. He would have like 30 socks, and he could dip them in water, like not that he would, but if he wanted to, he could fuck in water. He could have underwater pussy, like fucking a shark, except it's a mermaid who actually has a demon pussy, that's red and filled with termites. Fucking gross.
Ogar, I can't lose you again. Will you marry me?
Marriage or not, your cooch better be wetter than a slip and slide, cause you know that ass is mine. I married my fiancée, and continued to search for water. As a barbarian king, my republic of barbarian citizens is in desperate need for water. But before I can save them, I knew I had to kill the demon who took my life. When I died, it was black, like a steer's asshole. And then I woke up, and I realized that shit is pretty gay, like I preferred being dead, legitimately, because these bitches is crazy, and Ogar ain't a barbarian to be putting up with, no dank shit, shit sucks ass. Anyway, I married my fiancée, and started searching for more water, until I decided to kill the demon dude, who was ace as fuck, but an asshole, and Gorlov was there. But that story is for another day, but you and I will remain Fable friends. Until another day, goodbye.